What's up everyone? Today guys, I'm gonna have a little video for you guys concerning episode 43 again. I'm gonna have a video concerning Dark Knights, the Source World read. This is gonna be the regular read, explaining some of the mechanics for the last boss. It seems like a lot of people struggle, a lot of new players and casual players struggle on this last boss mechanics. So today I'll be explaining some of the mechanics for this last boss. As you can see there, my league mate Terps just invite me, Natural Terps invite me to this raid. I guess he joined and everybody left. They couldn't beat the raid. This is the regular version. So I'll explain the mechanics a little bit. That way it could help a lot of the DC community, especially the new players and the casual players with this raid. I'm gonna explain some of the mechanics. I will have that elite raid. I'll cover that elite raid, this new elite raid, the same raid here, the elite version. I will cover it, explaining all of the mechanics. I'll post that maybe when I get some time. When I actually get some time to actually make that video. It's gonna be actually a long video, but I will post that video when I get some time. So make sure to look out for it. As you guys can see from the scoreboard here, the group been struggling. A lot of people joined and left. I could see there they've been struggling for over an hour now. I'm gonna show you guys how easy this raid is. I'm gonna invite a couple of league mates, maybe one more league mate, and show you guys how easy this boss is if you know the mechanics. Anything can be easy once you understand the mechanics. If you don't understand mechanics, it can make things a little rough on the group. For this particular raid, you have to pay attention to mechanics because the group can wipe. There are certain mechanics that can wipe the whole group, even in the regular raid. So now I'll just move on and show you guys some of the mechanics. This is going to be the last boss. As I said before, Dark Knights, the Source World raid regular, the last boss. I'm going to explain the mechanics for Perpetua, the boss. This is the boss here. Perpetua, the main boss. So I'm going to explain the mechanics for Perpetua. Alright guys, stay tuned for that. Alright guys, I'm back here. I just invited a league mate to tank this, which is Bradwa. Another league mate from Godslayers. He's going to be fire tanking for us. I also have Natural Terps here. He be electrical. Let me say electrical. Electric DPS in. He be electric DPS in for us. And I'll be water healing. So we're going to try to 3-man this last boss Perpetua and show you guys some of the mechanics. The first thing we got to do is bring her down a little bit until we get the advies. During this particular fight, she's going to have some mechanics you got to pay attention to. She's going to spawn that purple, pinkish color. I want to say indigo. That purple, she didn't do it yet. It's like a purple, yeah, that move there. It doesn't really do anything. It's like some baby damage. You could just move out of that, but you know, it doesn't really do anything too much. The main mechanic you gotta look out is for that beam she does, which is that could one-shot the group. She should do it sometime soon. As soon as you bring her health a little more, she might do it. Alright, that's it. Block to avoid overloading when to target the Perpetua's immortal eye beams. So that eye beam on Terp there, you see your pulse damage, he gotta block it. If he's next to anybody in that range and he doesn't block, he's gonna one-shot everybody, even himself. So that move needs to be blocked. It can one-shot and it could wipe a whole group. If everybody's bundled up together, say someone's spamming Eye of Gemini for the group or something, and everybody's bundled up together, and that person who gets that little arrow over their head, it's like a little symbol. When you get that arrow over your head, you gotta block it. She does it. Well, no, this is the other move. Never mind. This is the other mechanic where you gotta match your symbol to the ad, and you gotta go and hit the circle. I think a circle to interact with that ad. The interaction button, in other words. So whatever button is for you on a PC or whatever, you have to hit that button to interact with that particular ad that matches symbol. Do not go to the wrong symbol, because you could end up wiping the group, take a lot of damage. You have to go to the correct symbol. So you basically gotta match your symbol with the colors, gold on whatever color it is. I hope you do the mechanic on me. I want to see the mechanic on me. So I'm gonna DPS her a little bit. I think she's gonna do the mechanic on someone here. Yep, I have to see the arrow there. I gotta block that. Otherwise, if I don't block it and people around me gonna die if I don't block it. That could, as I said before, that could wipe the whole group. That's how a lot of groups get wiped, because of that simple mechanic there. That simple mechanic, not blocking on that, you know, arrow here, which is targets one person and put the arrow over the head, and you don't block that arrow, that one shots the whole group. That's why I see a lot of group wipes in most cases. They be wiping on that move. Also, when you fighting her, she spawns fire. The fire is gonna follow someone, or sometimes it's like 2 fire follows. Like you just keep on moving and DPSing or whatever role you give me support. We'll just keep moving. She spawned the next fire there, next line. I think that's when it's coming to me. You know, so that you don't want to be in that fire. That fire does a lot of damage over time. You want to stay out of the fire. Try to avoid the fire too. You know, try your best to avoid the fire. So we got her down a little bit there. She's like halfway. She should be actually spawning odds now. I think it's like halfway. She's doing the beam on Turp again. He blocked. He shouldn't have rolled there. I don't know why he rolled, but you know, if you roll, you could actually spread that damage to other people. It's better to block it, and the healer could heal through it. If you got a shield, you won't really take damage. Okay, this is the phase where she spawn odds now. So she's huge again, and then she spawn odds. Watch out for the cracks on the floor, guys. The fire, you gotta watch out for that also. Also, watch out for the cracks. What happens for the cracks is some kind of vent that comes up from the floor, and if you stamp in that, you will take a lot of damage. So you gotta watch out for the cracks. The fire too, don't be in the fire. You see how Brad is right now? He's just trapped in the fire. So, you know, reacting, he rolled out there, but he can't be in the fire. The purple stuff too, that purple AoE thing on the floor there, you need to move out of that. That do some damage. So it's good to move out of that also. So the odds, we gotta kill the odd, the one with the shield. I think it's the Titan here, the one I'm targeting right now. The Source Titan. That's the one you gotta kill. After we kill the odds, those gold stuff on the floor there, I forget the name of it. I'm gonna cover that. What is it called in Elite? I'm gonna get the name of it. What it's actually called. Also, that beam she does there with her eye. You see, she's beaming there. You wanna avoid that because that shit does a lot of damage. It could actually one shot you. That beam she does with her eyes. Perpetua beam, her main beam. Yeah, it moves and it follows us like someone in the group. You wanna avoid that, and don't, like, if you have the beam following you, don't bring it to other players in the group, because that could cause a wipe, you know. So that gold little circle on the floor there, it's not a sorcery healing circle. People get confused thinking it's like sorcery stuff, and they stand in it. You want to get out of that. The reason why you want to get out of it, it doesn't really do that damage, a lot of damage, but it gives you a movement debuff and also a damage debuff. So if you're DPSing, you want to get out of it. I'll show this later on in the video. I think I'm gonna get debuffed by it later on in the video. I'll show you guys that. Also, that pinkish purple AoE circle there, you want to get out of that, because you know, stuff drops from on top and it could do a lot of damage onto you. Get out from the fires, as I said before. And also Lex does a green orbital. For some reason that damages us. I don't know why. He's supposed to be our ally, but for some reason when I was tanking I got damaged by it. Make sure you get out from that green orbital. I don't really need to fix that or what, if that's a glitch, you know. In Elite, I'm gonna cover the mechanics with all the names and stuff, like exact names for them. So I'm just covering them, like the cracks there and that green orbital. Get out of that. See, the cracks break and they vent. That vent there, if you stop and I take a lot of damage. And those crystals, you want to get out in that area there. Where those crystals are, just spawn there. You see. So the odd fight is pretty simple. We just gotta kill that odd. Those Source Titans, because they got a shield. I think they're spawning other odds. I'm not 100% sure, but when we normally kill the Source Titans, the ads don't really spawn again after that. So I think they're the ones spawning the ads. I'm not 100% sure on that. So, but most likely what I observe is when we kill the Source Titans, the ads stop spawning. So it's focused me on Source Titans. But we're 3-man in this, so it's kind of a little long there. As you can see, the beam again, she does the beam, but I had to kite a little bit there. Yeah, so that's just the mechanics here for, and there's the orbital here too. That green orbital, you see, I see there, and the purple on Brad again. So everything is basically on him right now. So that's all the mechanics you guys want to avoid. Try not to stand in those stuff. Don't make it like hard on the healer. If you could avoid stuff, try to avoid it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got new healers healing this and they don't have artifacts and stuff, you don't want to make it hard on them. You know, because they just started and they don't have their artifacts maxed out, and you know, they're just starting, so it's going to be hard for them to heal. So everything you try to avoid: the fire, the purple stuff on the floor, the orbitals, the green orbitals, the cracks on the floor, Perpetua's eye beam, her main eye beam. So yeah, basically that's about it here for the ads, I guess. So far, that's all I see here for the ads. That purple shit, she's gonna drop the stuff from the sky. Let me get out of that. Get out of this gold shit here. It gives me a defense debuff. As you can see there, I'm not a defense, a damage debuff. So my damage decrease. So every time they put that gold stuff on the floor, you don't want to be in it because your damage is going to decrease. Your damage, how much you're doing on the boss. Basically, like a troll debuffing boss damage. Like the damage the boss does on the group is basically like that. So if you start in a goal, you're going to get that symbol where you see red. You know, that's a damage debuff. Alright guys, coming up here, Turp is gonna make a mistake. And this is the mistake he's gonna make here. See that beam right there? He's supposed to move out of that beam. That's her eye beam shit. Her eye beam move. See, he's moving across the room there. He's supposed to move out of that. That's how he died. That one shots a lot of people if they don't move out. I've seen that one shot a lot of people on regular when I was doing it with some randoms. I've seen that one shot a lot of people. Cracks there too. A lot of people die from that. The cracks. I've seen a lot of people go down to the cracks also. The cracks on the floor. So you guys, when you're doing this raid, make sure and pay attention to these mechanics as I explain here. Showing you guys all the mechanics. Elite, there's a little more mechanics to it, but I'll have a detailed explanation on the Elite version when I get a chance. This is just a regular version. This is just to help the casual and new players to the game. You know, because I see a lot of people getting stuck on this boss for some reason, man. I don't know why. Maybe they don't pay attention to mechanics or don't understand the mechanics, you know. The first day when I queued this up, I normally make a group, but I queued it up to see how it would be. I joined a group and they were struggling actually on first and second boss. I was tanking it. I was basically the only one alive. But yeah, I did this video because this is the main boss that people normally struggle on. They can't beat this boss and people end up leaving the raid because they couldn't complete it. I think it's too hard. As I said before, you know, you move out of the goal. You see I got a red debuff there, the damage symbol there, and a movement debuff. I couldn't really move that fast. I had to like Tumble Master. You got a movement debuff and a damage debuff when you stand up in the goal. So if you're doing damage as a DPS, you don't want to be in that goal because you're going to be losing some damage. Alright guys, we're going to move back on here to the boss. As soon as we beat these ads, we're going to move back to the main boss. And well, I've explained most of the mechanics, but she might add on some new mechanics coming to when her life is like really low. So I'm going to explain those mechanics. When her life is like really low, she does orbitals. I'm going to show you guys. Alright guys, let me move on to that mechanic. Alright guys, this is the second set of ads here guys. As you guys can see, got a source war rubble from defeated source titans, total 5. We gotta kill 3 more source titans. When we kill the source titans, there's gonna be a little symbol that pops up on the floor, like a little lasso symbol. You gotta hit the cog on that symbol, so that way the number goes up there to gather the source war rubble. In other words, when you hit that cog, you're gonna see we're gonna miss the cog on this particular fight here. We're gonna actually miss the cog. See that little cog there with the lasso symbol? If we don't grab that, the number doesn't go up. You know, say gather source war rubble from defeated source titan, and as a result we didn't grab it. Our next source titan is gonna spawn again. Yeah, because they didn't grab it. I should have go grab it, but I was healing. I guess they didn't see it or whatever. We're coming up here now. We got Turb. See, Turb grabbed the last one there, the last cog, and we completed the mechanic. The mission or whatever we had to do. The basic mechanic here. So it's 5 out of 5, and now Perpetua is back in the fight again. So after you defeat the source titan, you gotta grab the cog, the last cog. A lot of players do not grab this cog in the raid, and as a result of this, they keep on killing the same source titan over and over again. You have to grab that cog with that little lasso symbol on it. So let me see what mechanics she's gonna do now, since her life is very low. The purple area, get out of that area effect there. Some damage here. Get out of those red, that's like orbitals here. Stuff drop from the sky like mini orbitals. I got a block on the beam because I one-shots people. Fire on the floor. Already explained with that mechanic already. Those orbitals are ready. They gotta go to that. That's like orbitals. Mini orbitals. Beam, Perp has a beam. He did some damage on me because he rolled. You're not supposed to roll like that. He's supposed to stay in one place and block. But that was good. He was able to show the mechanic, how he was rolling there and the splash damage. I took some damage, It's good to block it. The healer could heal through it. If you block, you will survive. If you roll, you do damage to other people that you roll next to. So that was perfect right there for that particular mechanic. I got the arrow again, you guys can see. I got beam, I stay in one place. I have a shield on, so that's mitigating all the damage. Shielded the orbitals to 3 red areas, get after that. And that's it there. About to finish her. Turp only died once, I believe. Yeah, we finish her here. 3-man raid. Just followed all the mechanics to die one time to one mechanic, as you guys will see just now in the scoreboard. I'll show you guys when it comes up. So natural tubes, I think he died to that beam. He also got a feat for killing all those odds. Alright, as you can see there, here he died one time. You can't even see my scoreboard. I had a pickup, and Brad didn't die any time. So yeah guys, that's it there. A lot of people was in the raid before, as I could see there, and they were struggling because they didn't understand the mechanics. So I hope this video helps a lot of people, especially with this new episode 43, this raid, the source wall. I hope this helps a lot of people with this regular raid, especially the last boss. So yeah, that's it guys. I have more videos coming up. As I said before, I had that elite tutorial for this particular raid. I also have some money making videos and maybe some other videos. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. And I'll see you guys in my next video. You guys take care. Peace.